Welcome to Mama Cat's Home. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some meal prep and some ideas that I have. First, that was the menu plan. I was planning on showing it to you better than that, but I failed. But that's the first step. Make your menu. Know what you're going to eat. This time we did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For me, breakfast and lunch, and for everyone else, just dinner, because I need to get better with my eating habits and eat 3 meals instead of like 1 meal a day and stuff like that, or snacking, and just, I don't know, I've messed up things. Anyway, this is oatmeal. I decided 3 days that I would eat oatmeal in the morning, and I just went ahead and put it in the bowls, and I will fix it in the microwave. Yes, I know I hate the microwave, but I'm gonna try this. If I don't like it, I can always take it out of this bowl, do it in a saucepan or whatever you want to call it, and then just, put it back in the bowl to eat. This is the produce that I will be preparing. Some I will be cutting up, some I will just be washing. I have cucumbers, sugar snap peas, grapes, carrots, and mini sweet peppers. There is a towel on the floor because something spilled. I don't know what. I did not do it. So this is me washing everything. There's quite a few things that I will be washing. First, I wash the sink though. But this is really not that much here. I just am washing all the produce and getting it prepared for whenever I am ready to eat it. The reason why I go ahead and wash it is because if I wash it, my family is more likely to eat it quicker, and none of it will go to waste. I do wash it most of the time 2 to 3 times, and I use my OXO or OXO, or I don't know how you say it, salad spinner to do all of this with. I'm talking to Jeff while I'm doing all of this because he's helping me with some of it. But if I go ahead and I prepare it, it doesn't just sit in the refrigerator and get forgotten. I don't understand why it gets forgotten. I don't understand what happens, but that does happen sometimes, where that it just gets wasted. Not all of it, but some of it sometimes does. But if I go ahead and I have it washed, I will just go ahead and say, hey, there's this in the refrigerator. It's ready to eat. Grab it and eat it. Because all of these things that I'm cutting up, you can eat raw. You can cook them. It's your business. Well, I don't think I'd cook the grapes unless I was making grape jam or jelly or whatever you want to call it. But I also should have used my little bag stands, because I found that I was having some serious difficulties with this, but I didn't do it, and I thought about it just about the end of it, and honestly, there was one right beside me to the left of the sink. There was one of them there, and all I needed was one. Why didn't I pick it up off the dish rack or dish drainer? I don't know. I guess because I'm crazy. So now I'm doing the carrots. These are supposed to be already washed, but I don't trust anything that says it's already washed. I just don't. I know that I do eat things from the package, like rice and, rice, I guess. I don't eat beans unwashed. I wash them before I eat them too. But I do eat things that are not washed by me. But when it comes to fruits and vegetables, I always wash them. And I just don't like the idea of having fruits and vegetables that are not washed. I know it's a tedious task to take all of these grapes off, but you're going to have to do it eventually anyway, so why not just do it in the beginning? Yes, I did speed this up a lot more than I did the other part, because, everybody knows how to wash fruits and vegetables. But did you know you could spin them in your salad spinner like that? I didn't until I tried it, and I was like, hey, we're going to try this. And I have done it like that ever since. I actually got this salad spinner for $1 at a yard sale. So that was me showing you the fruits and vegetables. I don't know why I didn't do better with that. And now I'm going to just peel and cut up everything that needs to be cut up, which would be the cucumbers, and I will do the onions and the peppers as well, but I think I do the peppers before the onions. I can't remember actually. I just know I'm cutting it up. I did use the wrong knife for this. It was a good knife to use, but I like using my bigger knives. I don't know why. I can handle them better than the smaller ones. That is another tip though. Use what you're comfortable with. Like if you're comfortable with a small knife, use a small knife. If you're comfortable with a larger knife, use a larger knife, because that way you're less likely to have an accident. And also this knife seems to be Jeff's favorite, and he keeps it super duper sharp, and I do want them to be super duper sharp, but this one is really sharp. But of course, a sharp knife is less dangerous than a dull knife, because a dull knife, if you accidentally cut yourself, yes, this is gross, it will tear instead of cut. A sharp knife will just cut. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do the peppers now. I couldn't remember which pattern I did them in, or which, whatever, something. But I did leave some of these whole, well, not completely whole. I cut the tops off, because Jeff wants to stuff them and put them on the grill. So, he's never done the small ones like that before, but he has done the large bell peppers like that. But these actually don't taste like bell peppers, even though I thought they kind of did. They're much sweeter. They're, I don't know. I just like the flavor of these better than I do a regular bell pepper. But there are some recipes you just have to have a bell pepper. I also recently purchased some reusable Ziploc bags. I have 11, I think is what I got. I got 2 different brands from Amazon. They had a great sale on one of the brands, and I thought I would try them out so that I could stop using the Ziploc bags that are like this. I don't have enough bowls to store everything in, so I do have to use Ziploc bags or something to store the things. If I like these bags, I will tell you guys about them. If I don't like them, I'm not going to share them with you. I bought them with my own money. It was just me that wanted them. I do think that if I do like them, I'm going to grab some gallon ones as well. But the ones I got right now are like, they're not as big as a quart, but they're close. Okay, so now we're getting to the meat portion. Okay, we're having several meals with beef tips. So we just bought a large roast, and Jeff is going to cut that up. And what we're doing is one night, the whole family is having beef tips. And then 2 lunches, me and Noah are going to be eating beef tips together before I take him to work, because no one else will be, well, Jeff will be asleep, and Selena doesn't want them. And if she does decide she wants them, there is enough for her to have that as well. So, we're cutting it up for technically 4 meals, because we do have 1 more meal that we're going to be putting in the freezer. Another tip for you is, if you know how, and anybody can cut little squares like this, if you know how to cut things up, just buy the larger piece of meat, cut it up yourself, and freeze it. This was about $2 a pound less than it would have been. It was actually a little more than $2 a pound less than what it would have been to just buy the beef tips by themselves. And also, Jeff cuts it to the exact size that we want. They're not too big, they're not too small, and they're perfect. Now, if we were making kebabs, he would make them bigger, but that's just how it goes. What he's going to do is put all of the meat for the meals we're cooking this week in this large bowl. And then, in a Ziploc bag, I will put some in for the other meal that we're going to be having. It's a simple process to go ahead, put it in the bowl. You can even season it if you'd like. It will be marinating while it's in the refrigerator. It's okay to leave it in the refrigerator for a few days. They leave it in the cooler case at the grocery store for days. I mean, you're not going to have a problem. Unless you buy the meat that is on markdown, then you want to eat it pretty quickly. You don't want to leave it in there. But this was just on sale. It was not marked down, as in, it wasn't one of those things where that it was discounted anyways. It was just on sale for the week. I could have just cooked a roast, but honestly, this way it will feed us 4 times, maybe more. Actually, it'll feed us more than that, because Jeff does take some to work and things like that for leftovers for work. I cook leftovers on purpose pretty much, but this will feed us several times, whereas if I cooked it as a roast, it might have fed us twice. I still do not understand why we eat more whenever we have it as a roast than if we cook it any other way, but that's just how it goes, and I think that's the way it goes with a lot of people that I've talked to. That's how it happens. So yes, we love roast, but we're trying to be a little more economical, save a little more money, whatever you want to call it, be thriftier. Plus, we all love beef tips, and we're getting the same food. It's just got a little different flavor. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is I bought these little chicken breasts. I usually buy a big pack from Sam's, but we didn't go to Sam's. We went to a grocery store called Renfro's. It used to be Superfoods, but it's called Renfro's. It's a local market. There's some more in other states, but I don't think it's a national, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm going to do is put 1 chicken breast in each one of these bags. The reason why I'm only putting 1 is because I am the one that's going to be eating these for lunch, at least 2 of them, and the other 2 I'm going to put in the freezer, and they will be put up for some other time. If I need both of them, I can take out both bags. If I need just 1, I can take out 1 bag. After doing this and using the bags, I thought, well, I could have just used freezer paper or wax paper and wrapped them and then put them in 1 big gallon bag and saved bags, but hindsight's 20/20. I don't always think about those things at the time. I'm going to wash my hands before I do any more, because I didn't want to touch the actual bag with chicken hands. So pretty much that is the meal prep that I did this week. I do have some other things that are already prepped. I have some celery that I had already done. I don't meal prep like potatoes and things, because potatoes turn, and they're just simple to do, and most of the time whenever I do a potato, I have a baked potato anyway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, just do things to make your life easier throughout the week. And I know that I do not have a job outside of the home, but I am a busy person. I do things like I do book club with the church, and I do, well, it's only once or twice a month that I teach at church or do nursery, but I do that as well. And I also have my son that I take to work, and I just have a lot of things that I have to do. So if anything is going to save me a little bit of time, I will go ahead and do it. So a few hours on a Sunday afternoon, which actually this only took maybe an hour and a half at the most, and part of it we were just talking. A little bit of time on a Sunday afternoon, or whenever you have the time to get things done and make your week easier, take that time to do it. I don't know why, but we're just walking around, but we are. But anyways, that is all I have for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. Oh, and I'm showing you I'm using the Method Anti-Bac because germs. This time I didn't let it sit because I was going to be preparing other things and I was going to do it again, and I didn't let the chicken actually touch that. I let it sit for a few minutes, but not as long as normal. But I usually let it sit like 10 minutes. But anyway, I got that from Growth. If you're interested, there is a link in the link tree. And also, I use the Ibotta app. When I purchase these things, there is also a link for that in the link tree down below. I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions or any tips of your own that I might want to try, please let me know. Again, thanks for watching, and remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.